My friends, it's Tack, back with some more blades. Now this is a new knife set from Uncle Henry, the Bowie combo. First off, I do not know the retail on this or what it's going to be because it's not even for sale yet, but this is just a quick heads up. Take a look at the leather sheath. Seems very well done. Here's your belt loop. The one hit on it, it seems pretty nice, but it's really freaking tight. So it might have to break in. So, especially getting this little guy out. He's kind of tough to get out, especially if the big one's in there. Check for rattle. Absolutely none. I'm kind of surprised, especially with two blades. It does look pretty nice, doesn't it? So there's both your blades. They're both made of the same stuff. The steel is 7CR17 MOV. They're both full tang. The handles say it's Staglon. I don't know if that's real staghorn or not, but it's hard to tell just by feeling it. Brass pins on both. The hilt and the pommel are both brass as well. So that's pretty nice. I like the brass. It's kind of classy. Cool Bowie shapes too. I freaking love Bowie knives. And big ass recurves. So that's kind of cool. We'll go over the technical specs on the small one first. Get that out of the way. Overall length, 9 inch. Blade length is 5 1/4. The weight, I'm not sure. I'm guessing around, it's pretty damn light, man. It's got to be like 5 ounces. The only thing is, it's a backup knife, so of course it's going to be small, but that handle is really small. It's almost like a 3-finger, but I can almost get 4 on there. I do wear large gloves, medium to large, so with somebody with just medium or smaller, that would be perfect. But it is just the backup knife. Now it does have a partial hollow grind, clip point design with a little swedge up top. And here's the big brother version. Now this thing's pretty badass. I think I'm going to like this. As long as the 7CR holds up. I just used a SOG with that same steel and it did chip. Now these guys might have a different heat treating, so we'll find out if it holds up or not. So the technical specs on this. Overall length 13 inch. Blade length is about 8 1/4. So the actual cutting surface is about just under 8 inch. And I'm not sure the weight. It's pretty hefty though. It's got to be just over a pound. Probably like 17, 18 ounces. Let's see how sharp these things are. We'll start off with the little guy first. See how this pans out. Do some slow controlled push cuts. By hand it felt pretty good. Felt pretty sharp, but this will be the true test. Feels kind of sharp. Down here feels more. Let me try a thicker spot. Something more challenging. Yeah, seeming pretty sharp. Adequate. Not like overly sharp or nothing, but definitely passable. Down here seems even sharper. That happens sometimes. Now the only thing, this is a very thin blade. I'm not sure the thickness. It's definitely thinner than 1/8 of an inch, I think. So it is very thin. It hurts a little bit to push on. But that'd just be for prolonged use. I'm just going to do some big ones now. See how this goes. Yeah, this is actually working pretty good. The recurve, man. Right there where when you're pulling down, it draws that belly in. Nice. Now let's try the big dog out. Let's see how this one works. Got a new piece. Oh, this is a hardwood, by the way. Yeah, both pretty sharp. Not very sharp. Like on a 1 to 10 sharpness scale, it feels like about a 7, 7.5, something like that. It's like pretty damn sharp. It's just not ultra. Same thing. I'll go like this. See how that recurve. Oh wow, it actually bit right in. This one seems a little bit sharper. Try some hammer stabs. Now doing this little one's going to be weird, obviously. But hey, I'll give it a shot. This is a hardwood, I believe. It's kind of dead, but I like knives with the hilt. Even though if they're not shaped correctly, they will hurt. But this one hurts a little bit just because it's little. But it is stabbing pretty good. That Bowie style, they always seem like they stab nicely. Time for the big guy. So this is more like it. That fits good. That fits like perfect. Oh yeah. I love stabbing shit. I do too. It's kind of funny. The hilt, I can feel that hilt, it hurts a little bit, but it's definitely making it so you don't slide forward. There's like no way possible to slide forward on that. Man, I love the freaking brass too. I know it's not super steel or super dick, but it is pretty. Look at that thing. It is a nice, classy looking, like old school knife. When I was young, these are the blades you looked at. We're like, wow, look at that. Stabs real good. Now onto the chopping part. Now, obviously, the little guy ain't gonna have, this has nothing for mass. It's very thin, very light. But hey, it does have a good shape to the blade. So I'll try it out on something small and dead. Yeah, no power. But that's not what this little guy's for. He's just a backup knife. But I'm doing it anyways, you know. Yeah. Yeah, not doing a whole hell of a lot, but. Well, let's finish this thing off. We'll use the big guy now. See how this does. Oh, shit. Okay, that was easy. It's one of my previous victims. It's a pretty big piece, about 2.5 inch piece. Let's try chopping on this a little bit, see how it does. I almost feel like I'm getting a little bit of shock. Let's take this glove off. It's just kind of cold out, that's why I got gloves on. Yeah, a little bit of shock, because that bone or whatever it is, it's definitely transferring the shock. It's chopping good though. Definitely got lots of power, that recurve. Now the handle, I'm feeling it's a little square. I thought this might be a little bit of an issue. Whoa, it's definitely chopping like a mofo though. Yeah, let's just do a little bit more. It's taking good bites. Actually, yeah. Now this is a softwood, so obviously that's gonna make a good difference. My aim was a little bit better. Yeah, like I said, definitely getting some shock. But it's chopping like a mofo. Good clean cuts. Yeah. Just for fun, we'll do some downward chops on this piece of wood. With the big one, of course. Little one, there's no use in doing that. Like I said, this is a piece of hardwood, so actually sinking in kind of good. See that recurve, how the belly just goes right in. Man, I love recurves. I know not everybody does, but from everything I've ran into, it just makes life even cooler. Obviously, the little guy ain't for batoning, but we're gonna try it anyways. Hey, we got to see what this knife can handle. Especially, I'm curious about this 7CR17 MOV as well. Especially this one being so thin. This is a hardwood on batoning. Wow, it actually cut right through nicely. But we'll see if the steel gets any chips or anything. That, and sometimes with these handles with pins, they'll get loose. It's doing it, man. Okay, quick look. Perfect. Nice, good to see. And we'll start off with some softwood. Decent sized piece. It's about, I don't know, a 4-inch piece. Let's see how it goes. Whoa! Damn, that just blasted through. Might as well finish this one off. I'm like being hesitant because that one went flying through. I'm like, oh boy. There we go. Got some more softwood, but this is actually a different kind. This is a lot stringier than the last stuff I just did. See how this goes. It's usually a lot knottier too. Man, it's just going right through, no problem though. Ah, you gotta hit the damn thing. Yeah, I know. Well, the tip was barely sticking out. There we go. Last but not least, we'll do some hardwood. I like trying it on all the different wood, you know? Really get to see the difference. Seems like the geometry works pretty damn well, man. At least for batoning. Feels like it just bites right in and just splits the damn shit. Yeah, no problem. Well, close up, 7CR17 MOV. Let's see if Uncle Henry can do a better job heat treating than SOG. And looks perfect. Yeah, right? Everything looks good, yeah. There you go. So there you go, friends. The new Uncle Henry combo Bowie pack. Seemed to be pretty decent. Minuses, handle shapes, a little square. They're both, this one ain't bad. They're a little thin. 7CR 17 MOV ain't the best steel, but it did hold up and nothing happened. And it is very pretty. I love the design of this. It looks very nice, very classy, old school. I love the freaking shape of the blade. Bowie style, recurves, freaking beautiful. So I'm not sure the retail. Hopefully it's under 50 bucks. If it's under 50 bucks, I say it's worth it. If it's over 50, they are a beautiful set. And this would make a great gift for like your dad or your grandpa, especially a grandfather. Somebody older would love this style because that's what they grew up with. So they'd definitely love something like this. So I would recommend it for under 50 bucks. The sheath is nice. It's a little tight, but it is a nice leather sheath. So 1 to 10, I'd probably give it a 6. Thanks for hanging out with your brother Tack. And until the next time we meet.